Yes, blessed love and greetings to all the item. It is I, Ricky with an I, and today we are going to bring you an extra special edition of the couch as we have someone that I've known for quite a bit of time, someone that there's so much I can say about this person, but what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we get back, we'll be introducing my guest on the couch today, and then we'll get into a very hearty and rousing conversation about business, life, and other things with this guest that I have on the couch. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here with more from the couch. This is I, Ricky with an I. We'll be back. Yes, I.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Yes, and we are back here on the couch, and my guest today, now some know her as Rekeema. One person calls her mommy. Some knows her as the boss number one, but I know her as the girl I used to partner with in HLSCC because it was easier to collaborate than to compete because I would just beat her off like all the time in everything, in every accounts class, in every finance class and stuff like that. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I have here on the couch the wonderful, the beautiful Miss Rekeema Turnbull. And how are you doing today, ma'am?
I am fabulous. Thank you for having me, Ricky, with the I. I'm fabulous.
You got it right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's fabulous. So how does it feel being here now on the couch? It's your first time. How are you feeling?
I feel good. It's my first time. I've seen many episodes. I've enjoyed them thoroughly.
Yes.
Each with their own uniqueness.
Yes.
And it's my first time, and I'm honored to be here.
And I'm sure you're going to bring your own level of uniqueness to the couch as well.
But of course, you know this.
Yes,
That's how I do it.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Who am I? My name is Rekeema, as you introduced me, as a mom of a 9-year-old going on 19. I am a business owner and also a manager at CCT.
Okay.
What is about me that I want the public to know? I think I'm easygoing. I usually have like a resting. You got cuss on the show?
You mean a resting B-face?
Yeah, a resting B-face. But once you get to know me, realize that's just the makeup that God gave me.
So can you just look at the camera and show them this face that you're talking about? Because I really haven't experienced this resting B-face, and what I'm seeing here is just somebody smiling, laughing. So
yeah, because once you get to know me, you just see a laughing face, but I can't really do a resting face like that. It just happens naturally.
Okay, okay. And you said that you're a business owner. What's the name of your business?
My business is Hire BVI. We are HR.
Oh, you.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
That's
okay.
me. That's me. That's me. The name of the business is Hire BVI. We are an HR company, so we focus on HR solutions for businesses. We also have a job board that we are well known for, more so the job board aspect of the business.
Okay. And where do you get the idea for Hire BVI?
All about advancing my BVI. It came about how do we advance the BVI, especially being in HR. A lot of persons will come and say, do you know of a vacancy here and there? And then I was like, you go to the newspaper, but then how many people really go and purchase a newspaper? So it kind of started with that aspect, and then it grew into a HR solutions company.
So you're more or less putting the classified or the job section of the newspaper you're killing that business off?
Well, not necessarily killing them off, but advancing our BVI.
Okay.
Let's be real about the situation, especially now that we have COVID-19. Even now more than ever, things are being done online.
True.
So
True.
I guess you can say Higher BVI always had this vision before COVID-19, where we brought the jobs to you online versus you having to go to a physical location to purchase a newspaper to then find out about job vacancy.
Okay.
You want to know about something, what do? You go online. Everything you do,
True.
you go online. This is going to be aired online. Everything is online.
True.
So, yes.
Make a valid point, but you just touched on COVID-19. How do you manage to run two businesses, a home, and do parenting at the same time during this whole COVID-19 era? How?
I am glad you asked that question. It is challenging. I wouldn't sit here and say that it's perfect. I am not perfect, and it is challenging. COVID-19 in itself is a challenge, as we would agree, because no one really has the answers, and everyone is searching for the answers.
Yeah.
You know, we have to wear this mask, keep our 6 feet, wash our hands for 20 seconds or more, and what's not. So that in itself is a psychological challenge for many of us.
Yeah.
You know, not even knowing where we are going to go with it. So to answer your question, as a mom, first of all, that is challenging. Like I said, my daughter, she is 9, going on 19. So she has online schooling, and I have to be able to give her that support while at home, because she sees mommy at home, and I'm like, mommy is at home, but mommy is at work. So you should stay in your virtual class and not come to mommy. So many times she'll walk out of the virtual classroom, and I'm like, but teacher is speaking, like, how come you out here talking to me?
Yeah.
You know, so one time I caught her on her iPad playing a game, one of those popular games. I think it's Minecraft or Roblox.
Minecraft?
One of them games.
Minecraft is like old. I used to play Minecraft on like when you first get your first PC. Minecraft used to be on it. It was like this 2D digital thing.
It hasn't changed much, if
Really?
that's the case. It's I hate to see it, but I think it's a thing for the young children or the young people now.
Okay.
So she was busy playing Minecraft, and then I happened to walk in. And I'm like, what are you doing? Nothing, mommy. I listen to teacher. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, so she said, mommy, I have 2 ears, one for teacher and one for Minecraft. And I'm like, but you have one brain. So it has its challenges as a mom, especially during this challenging time or these unprecedented times. And then in terms of being a businesswoman, being a manager and a business owner, that in itself also brings challenges. So like for Higher BV, I had to find ways to be creative during this time to keep my clients also engaged and also bring some sense of hope.
Yeah.
And at CCT is the same thing, because I serve as the administrative HR professional. So I have to also bring some kind of level to my employees, because they also want answers, and I don't have the answers. I don't think you have the answers. Nobody has the answers to what's going to happen at the end of this road that we are all traveling on.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I really find that you are very successful young lady for based on your age and everything that you're doing with managing CCT, managing Higher BVI. So what I want to ask, do you find men to be intimidated by your success and independence?
I wouldn't say yes that they are intimidated, but I would say that it takes a strong man to be with a woman like myself.
You mean like a man who goes to the gym and lifts like 500 pounds and deadlift, somebody who...
That would be great for other reasons. I don't know if you could say this on the show, but...
Carry on.
Yeah,
Carry on, man. Carry on.
If he has muscles and what's not, that'd be great. But I don't mean it physically, I mean it mentally, because men are, from the time they were small, they grow up and they know too, okay, I have to be this person. I cannot show emotions, you know, I have to be the leader of the household, and I have to be the one in charge. But then here comes a lady like myself who probably would make more than you. I'm the breadwinner of the household. How do you deal with something like that? And you have to be mentally prepared for something of that nature.
Truth.
You know, that you may not be the breadwinner, but that doesn't mean that we cannot collaborate and be in a partnership first before we're in a relationship.
Okay. And have you ever faced any sort of discrimination from your male counterparts in the business world, given that you are female on their level?
Yes, I have, but not as much. I wouldn't say as much. I remember this one time because, like, at CCT, being an administrative manager, I had a lot of the projects, including construction projects.
Yes.
You know, and to see a female in that aspect, a lot of people will say that's a man job. So I remember this one time I was overseeing a project, and I was dealing with a carpenter in particular, and the way he was speaking to me was as if, like, I am not sure of what I'm speaking about. And I had to tell him straight up, not because I'm wearing a dress and heels, I'm going to stand tall and you're going to respect me in my position.
Yes, boss.
So,
Yes, boss.
so with that said, I never really had that encounter. I think because also I was people, it's the way you carry yourself as well.
True.
You know, people will respect you just because of the way you dress, more so than probably before you even get a chance to speak.
Okay, so we touched a bit on the business side of things. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back to something a bit more interesting. All right, so we'll be back right here on the couch with Ricky with an I and Miss Rekeema Turnbull. All right, so stick and stay.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
And as I said, we are back right here on the couch, and we're going to get into something a bit more interesting because you just heard about the whole business side and the mommy and what's not there with Rekeema. So we're going to get into something like this, and I'm going to ask you because dating is something that everybody experiences. Everybody has to go through it at some point at time in their life. But how has dating changed for you, looking back at your teenage years to where you are now?
I like that question. It has changed a lot, especially like when you were younger in your, let's say your teens, like 14, 15, you know, like more so fourth farm, fifth farm. You thought you found your true love, and this was the everything for you. You couldn't, let's say, you couldn't go home on MSN Messenger. I mean, that probably tells my age, but I learned to type through MSN Messenger. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Because you want to get a message out so quick to this high school sweetheart. So this person was your everything. You couldn't imagine life without them. You probably even put on their last name and your name. You weren't married yet. And I think at that age, you cannot see that person for their physical features, more so what's inside of them. But then as you get older, you look at different aspects.
Okay.
So the old me or the younger me and the me now, I look at things differently as what I look for in a man when I'm dating.
Okay.
So I cannot try to get into your mind.
Let me
Like-
explain trying to get into someone's mind.
Well, I want to know what you're thinking. You know, what are your goals? What are your aspirations? Where are you going? What do you want out of life? Versus what do you look like? Now, having those muscles are very important, as we mentioned earlier. That's a plus for you. But I need to know, what do you aspire to be? What do you want to accomplish?
Okay. Makes sense, and very, very good answer. But do you really think people nowadays are really and truly still in love or are still looking for love?
I think they're still looking for love, hence the reason we have ChristianMingle.com.
Do you have a Christian Mingle profile?
I have considered it. To be honest here, I have considered it. I don't have a Christian Mingle profile. There's
Tinder?
also Tinder.
Are you on Tinder?
You should search and see if you find me on Tinder.
But if we're searching on Tinder, are we looking for Rekeema Turnbull, or do you have some kind of special...
You're looking for a picture, either swipe left or right.
Oh, it doesn't have names?
I don't think so. I think it does. I don't know.
I have never been on Tinder, so I really would
I don't know
not
neither.
know.
I just know you swipe left or right.
Okay.
So yes, people are still searching for love because, like I said, there are obviously dating apps or websites out there still. I mean, that's an obvious way to know that these are still businesses in right now. But I think you asked me if we think that love still exists, basically. I think love still exists, but to love one, you have to first love yourself.
Okay, fly.
So fly. So if you don't love yourself, you can't love someone else.
True.
Or I don't think you could effectively love someone else. You have to first love yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I fully understand. I fully understand that. My next question that I'm gonna ask is a question that has been asked many times.
Okay.
It's been asked to many women, and I'm gonna throw it out there. Does size matter?
Size does not matter. Because you could be packing, but don't know how to use the instrument.
You mean somebody could have a saxophone, whereas somebody could have a clarinet,
Or even a drumstick.
a drumstick?
You might. I just think, yeah, like, honestly speaking, the drumstick could win the saxophone, even though I personally like the saxophone for its instrumental value.
Yes.
Not for the comparison here.
Yes.
But it's all about how you use the tool. I have a friend, I wouldn't call her name. She once said to me that there are two P's, pain or pleasure. And we women prefer pleasure over pain. That answers the question, right?
Okay. So, what's the funniest thing a man has ever told you or did to try to get your attention?
I think that men are a special set of creatures.
When you say special, what do you mean by special? Because, explain that, please. Elaborate on that for me, please.
Men, I often wonder about men. Like, men, y'all are just unique. Y'all are special. We are emotional creatures, but y'all on a different other level. I think the funniest thing a man has ever told me, and this is a true story. I was driving on the dual carriageway, heading westbound. And I realized somebody pull up alongside my vehicle, like slow down alongside me. So naturally you look over to see, well, you know, what they want. So I look over and he says, "Will you marry me?" Like, this is a true story. Like,
Wait, what? Wait, so you driving along the highway?
yes,
He's in the other lane.
correct.
And he rolls down his window because
Correct.
your window is down to ask if you will marry him.
Yes, he did.
Did you know him?
I don't know him, and if I see him now, I wouldn't know it's him. Like, I really wouldn't know it's him. But yeah, I was proposed to once on the highway. That was a very interesting experience.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you serious with
No,
this thing?
I am serious. I'm very serious. And my response was, "I'll think about it." And then he drove off. So I don't know. If you're out there watching me, perhaps we could connect at some point. Just, you know, I need to find my husband.
Let me get myself. Let me. I can't believe you just tell me that.
For real. For real.
All right. Let's get off of that. Because just say a man actually driving along the highway. You take your time to screw down your window, look over and say, "Yo, baby, I'm marry you now." Like, nah, man.
I think you actually sound like him. It was you?
Rekeema, no, you fully well know. Like, no, sir. You fully well know.
I don't know you. Like, he had a similar accent like that.
He cannot. No. It was people.
Let me ask you.
I'm saying it. No, it was not me. No.
Was it your brother? I asked him question that needs
I
answers.
would not know because I was nowhere in the vicinity of the area when all of that was happening. This is the first time I'm hearing this story, so I don't know if it was my brother, if it was my uncle, or a friend. I really don't know.
Listen, if you're an audience, serious, if you're the man that rolled up next to me and asked me to marry you, I'm very interested in getting to know who you were or who you are. So connect with me somehow, because I'm not going to give you my number.
That shot. All right, so when we're on the topic of shooting shots, we're going to shoot a shot right now and we're going straight to some commercials. And we'll be right back more on the couch with Miss Rekeema Turnbull. Shoot your shot.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come. Yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Okay. No, I'm really, really enjoying this interview right now. The conversation is going quite well. We're going to switch gears a bit and get into something a bit more on the serious side. And I'm going to ask you a few questions about that are a bit more serious. And I'm going to start with this one. Ms. Turnbull, do you think that there will ever be a BVI that has a female premier?
Why not? I think so. Right now, we know that we have 3 elected officials that are females. It's 3 of them, right? So,
Yes.
with that said,
Yes.
any one of them could be the next female premier. There's no reason why they cannot be the next female premier, or anyone else that aspire to be, in that industry or that career path. So I do believe that we can have a next female premier. It might be me.
A next female premier? I don't think there was one. Was there one before?
Sorry, next premier being a female. And that person can be me. So look out for Rekeema Turnbull on your ballot sheet.
So, with you saying that next person could be you, are you saying no that you might be in the runnings to contest for the next BVI elections?
It's a possibility. It's a high possibility.
Okay, so with that being a possibility, who would you run with if you decide to run with a party?
I have yet to decide which party I would run with, but I have, on a serious note, I have been contacted before. For the last elections, I was contacted. So I have yet to decide where I would put my card, which party I would run with, if I would probably not even create my own party.
Okay. Well. And if you were to create your own party, name 3 people that you would want to have with you as running mates.
I might get in some trouble here.
We like trouble.
I know we like trouble, right?
Yeah,
a lot of trouble.
Yes.
The 3 persons I would choose, one for certain will be my cousin, that is Mitch Turnbull. Admin Mitch Turnbull. He would definitely be on that roster. The other 2 I probably would choose. We could skip this question
if you want to. So we could think about it and come back to it, because what I want to ask you next is how do you see the BVI being ran? Like, what differences do you think would happen if a female was at the helm of the BVI? What would be different?
Well, I think more so it would be the leadership style, because women tend to lead differently than men naturally. Naturally, we are nurturers.
Okay.
We are motivators as well. We are also self-driven, and even we do a lot of self-development on our own. We take a lot of initiative as well. So I think it will be a difference more so in leadership style, in the way that we lead. That is where the difference would be. Not necessarily the policies per se, but the way we go about doing things.
Okay, let's say you were the premier right now with everything that's going on. What would you do differently?
You see, oftentimes when I get that question, you have to understand the aspect in terms of everything that's there. We don't have privy to know what is going on in the background. So I cannot effectively answer a question like that without knowing everything that is going on. So to answer it in all fairness, I think the Premier is doing what best he can do given the circumstances that he has been dealt with.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Okay. All right. I think you handled yourself very well.
That's
And you did.
The serious questions finished?
Not necessarily, but I really think you handled yourself.
I felt like I was on Miss BVI for a second. You know, like the question and answer segment. Like, you have to really, really do it good.
So, you just spoke about Miss BVI. I know with you having a daughter, you would not be eligible to run for Miss BVI.
Correct.
But would you run for Mrs. BVI?
I would consider running for Mrs. BVI. It is up for consideration as well, especially to be able to carry forward a platform as well. And I believe in development of yourself, like self-development.
Okay.
So that would be mostly my platform, you know, all about yourself.
Okay.
Who are you?
Okay.
Self-awareness, etc.
And I would like to learn a bit more about you. Both. Did
I think
say
you know
both?
enough, no?
No, well, I have some questions here, you know, that we are going to more or less wrap up with that will kind of give me a bit more insight as to the type of person you are. So let's say food, clothing, and water. They're all essential items.
Correct.
However, outside of that, what's one thing that you absolutely would not even try to live without?
So I have all the essentials, and one thing that I would try.
Nope. Food, shelter, food, clothing, and water. They're essential.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's say you have that.
Yes.
Cool. What other one thing would you absolutely not live without?
I would say my cell phone. Like
your cell phone?
No, I ain't live without my cell phone. I don't have the essentials, right? So I need my cell phone. Like.
So you trying the Johnny side?
You said thing, you didn't say a person. Now, if you said a person, I cannot live without my daughter. I would die. Like, I would kill you for her. So, I believe my space already about some good. If anybody mess with my daughter, and that's a promise. That's not even a threat. That's a promise. So, if you had said person, I would tell you, hands down, no debate. I would say my daughter. If I could choose more, it would be my daughter, my mom, my father.
Okay.
Like, seriously.
In that order?
You put me on the spot, Ricky.
I know.
Like, my daughter first, and then my parents together after. Because they have lived their life. You know, so like, my daughter first, my parents after.
You see, you realize she didn't say mother and father, she said my parents, so she collectively one time.
But as a child growing up, they were always like, to me, always held one head. Like, if mommy beat you, daddy beat you too, so just don't go complain. Just take your blows.
Daddy. Yeah. Okay.
So so that thing will be my cell phone.
Okay, now we're going to expand that a bit. So if you were to be isolated on an island with all the amenities, you have food, water, electricity, you got a sweet house, you have Wi-Fi, everything, but you could only take 3 of your personal items. Your daughter there with you already. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're going to be isolated with your daughter.
Thank you so much.
All right. So what 3 of your personal items would you want to have?
My cell phone, definitely. I have to have my cell phone because I have Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
So I could make calls.
Yeah.
Good, awesome. So my cell phone, my laptop, and my Bible.
Bible?
Yes.
You are a religious person?
You can say that. I need to like read the Bible and pray in this environment. Because how long are you going to be there?
Let's say a year.
And with my daughter?
Yeah.
Okay. I can download the Bible app on my phone, and I need to have her iPad. so my phone, the laptop, and her iPad.
Okay.
Unlimited Wi-Fi, right? Because that's a must.
CCTV Wi-Fi, of course. Come on. No, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
To teleport. Why?
Why?
You see, when I grew up, because I have not grown up yet, I want to be a tourist. And if I could teleport, then I could just avoid all those plane tickets and those...
Corona.
Everything. I could just move from here, end up Belgium or Spain or France without having to worry about luggage and being overweight. The luggage, not me. The luggage being overweight. That's so wrong. The luggage being overweight. Yeah. So I could just, teleport. I want to go France tomorrow. Okay. Just end up France with my luggage, everything.
Just go then. Nobody stop you.
I could be like teleporting to the bank somehow and just teleport out. We ain't say we're going to the bank. The robberies were not me. I did not plan anything. That's a disclaimer. But if I could teleport, I would teleport into the safe at the bank and teleport out.
Okay. So, in closing, Ms. Turnbull, what advice would you give to the next generation of women interested in being boss babes like yourself?
Oh, thank you. That's a compliment. I'm a boss babe.
Look, yeah, you get one compliment. I'm not going to be complimenting you for the rest of the year. I'm done. Okay.
On a serious note, though, I would encourage young people, not only young men, sorry, young women or young men, but people in general, to be true to yourself, first of all. You know, set goals in life and walk towards those goals. Don't look at the end picture, but take small steps to get where you want to go. And before you know it, you will have accomplished great things. Always remember that nothing worth having comes easy. And in all, put God first.
Yes,
He'll see you through.
All right, well, Rekeema, it was a pleasure having you on the couch as a guest, and all blessings in everything that you do. And we're going to be leaving the couch right now, and we're going to be coming back next week with you guys with more guests, more fun, more vibes, right here on the couch with Rekeema and I am gone. Yes, I.